Hey, good morning. So I'm dropping this quick video to talk about the Maha Townhouses in Town Square that is launching on the 22nd of November. In this video, what we're going to do is help give you some perspective on the location and prices and hopefully add some value to you. And if you may be interested in purchasing in Maha or in any of these other projects that we're talking about in this video, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd love to, try to help you execute that or add some real value to you. So back in 2015, NSHAMA, which is like a sister company to Emaar, was formed to develop this land bank. Now that's coming up on your screen right now. And so they started off by selling the townhouses in Zara. Those were 3 and 4 bedroom townhouses that were sold at prices starting from 1.2 million, right? So into the launch that's happening on the 22nd, the prices are starting from around 1.65, 1.7 million. So prices have gone up, but of course that was the first cluster, and now the community is pretty much in a mature stage and home to thousands of residents actually. So if you visit there right now, you're going to see all these clusters of townhouses and many apartment buildings. And even though these apartment buildings are in the suburbs as compared to standalone buildings that you would buy in Port City or JVC or maybe even Arjan, what Town Square is offering you is this incredible master plan which is full of activities, and a lot of those activities are conducted by the developer themselves. And if you kind of zoom into the Town Square area, that is where Maha is going to come up. But you can see what else is around it. So we've got Mira Oasis. Those were the first communities started handing over back in 2016, 2017. And then we've got Cherry Woods, which is under construction. We'll just talk about that, but that's handing over next year. And then if you kind of just look at the top of the map, you're going to see some of the other communities which are getting a lot of attention, of course, which is the Mock Lagoons, which is over here, and then Arabella and Mudan Ranem, which just recently launched, that is also located close by. So this is the suburbs. The other thing that you can kind of see on this map is other supply that's handing over in 2023, and those are going to be real estate hotspots. That's going to be a lot of activity, and we're already seeing that. So the first phases of Ranches 3 are going to start handing over, which is Sun, Joy, and Spring, and then there's also a lot of activity currently in Villanova. If you want to buy off-plan from the developer, there's 3 options on your screen. So the one option is, of course, the Mock Lagoons, and so they're going to be launching Monte Carlo next week as well, right around the same time Maha is being launched, and they're taking EOIs right now. And we've made a lot of content on lagoons before, so if you want to do a deeper dive on that, please do check out our channel. The second option you can look at is La Violeta, and that is also by Dubai Properties, that is launching also in the next few days. And that's another cluster of 3 and 4 bedroom townhouses. And so the third option you have is Town Square, and so that's what we're going to talk about now in this video. Okay, so if we're looking at the master plan here, this is where Maha is located, and you can see where Zara is. Zara was the first phase launch, so this is where you can see they've got pretty much the best location right in front of that central park. And then next came Hayat, and then Safi, and then so on and so forth. So you can see all the townhouse communities are accounted for, and even a lot of the apartment buildings are now completed or under construction. Another thing to look at is with all these townhouse clusters, the floor plans are quite similar. Each cluster typically has 2 or 4 3-bedroom townhouse types, but they all are quite, they all run quite close aligned in terms of built-up areas and plot sizes. So that is the kind of a summary of the townhouse market. If you would like to do a deeper dive on that, please don't hesitate to reach us, and we can kind of do that together. Okay, and if you kind of flip the map around and look at Town Square this way, this is where Maha is located. The other thing to kind of note is the activity that's going to happen next year. Cherry Woods, which is by Miras, that is going to start handing over in 2023, and that's going to be a real estate hotspot. And if you're kind of looking at price points, if you go to the Town Square market right now, you're going to be looking at 3 bedrooms from around 1.675 to 1.9 million range. And then you can see rentals 125 to 140,000. 4 beds, 2.1 to 2.6 million. Some are upgraded as well, and these kind of take into account of that. Some are on the parks and pools, so some have larger plots. So with the 4 beds, you'll see a wider range. And then the rental values, you're looking at around 170 to 175,000. In Maha, the prices are going to start for around 1.7 million. So if you're looking back at that first phase launch in 2014, prices were 1.2 million. As the projects have gone on and as the areas matured already, capital values have grown with that, and so have the developer launch prices. So each subsequent launch, we saw averages rise from 1.2 to 1.3, 1.4. And now it's kind of going to end at around 1.675 as a starting price. And if you're comparing that with Cherry Woods is more niche, more high-end, different design architecture, way less of them as well. And so you're looking at prices currently on the secondary market around 2.1 to 2.3 million, 4 beds from even 2.7 to 3 million. The last thing that I want to leave you with Maha is just the fact that the payment plan is absolutely phenomenal. And so if you're considering a 3-bedroom townhouse at 1.7 million, look at the cash flow here. You're paying 10% now and 10% within 60 days. That's about 100,000 US. Next year, you've got one payment of 10%, and then in 2024, 2 payments of 10% each. So it's so easy to manage this cash flow, and then on completion, it's 50%. So at that time, you can make that balloon payment, or you can approach a bank and get a mortgage, and hopefully interest rates by the time 2025 comes around will be at a reasonable level as well. So it's a great hedge. It's like a future contract, and it's a great forced saving as well. So if you would like to talk about this project or other things that we cover on this channel in more detail, please don't hesitate to reach us. Our number's in the description box, and we do look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for watching this video.